We want our people to be able to keep more of the value that they create, as opposed to the value that we create here in Alabama being extracted from our people and given to elites in New York and California. We want the value that we create to stay in our communities instead of being extracted and given to billionaires across the country and across the world and on pedophile islands.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
The new election at Amazon and Bessemer for whether or not they want to join the retail, wholesale, and department store union, that is underway. The National Labor Relations Board, on a dime, like really kind of out of the blue, said, okay, in 3 weeks we're going to mail ballots out. That was not, that wasn't really what the union was expecting, I don't think, and that's really unfortunate that there was such a quick turnaround there. There was some hope that there would be more time, but it is what it is, and the ballots will be mailed out when you hear this on February the 4th. I believe that's on a Tuesday, or I can't remember. Early in February.
A day that ends in Y,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Early in February, ballots are going to be mailed out, and they'll be counted late in March, basically exactly a year after the last election. And so the North Alabama Area Labor Council has, we passed a resolution in December to, beginning in 2022, once a month, to send people down that are members of affiliate unions in the area, to send people down to make house calls with the retail, wholesale, and department store union. And so that's what we're doing today. We recorded this episode earlier in the week, and I am down right now in Bessemer talking to workers about how to make their lives better, and talking to them about how the union is not some scary third party that is going to take your money and tell you to strike and tell you to forego a paycheck, that is going to tell you what to do and things like that, because that's not the reality. This is something that Amazon said in the last go-round, and something that David and I talked about. But the union, and I know from talking to the organizers with RWDSU that they have the same philosophy on this as David Can does. I spoke to Adam Obernauer last time I was down in Bessemer, and there were some Amazon workers around us, and I was talking to Adam. He's the lead organizer on this campaign, and some of the organizers or some of the workers at Amazon asked him a question about, like, a strategy question, like, okay, we're having this problem, should we do this? Like, what should we do, this or should we do this, or is this whatever? And Adam was like, well, ultimately it's your decision because it's your union. And I loved hearing that, and it makes it easy for me to support this campaign, knowing that there are people like Adam down there impressing on these people that we are, you are where, to the extent after we win the election, to the extent that we have power, you are where that power will come from. You are the people that will be bargaining your contracts. If and when, Lord willing, if and when workers at Amazon and Bessemer win their election and the retail, wholesale, and department store union becomes their bargaining agent, how's that contract going to be bargained? That contract is going to be bargained by a negotiating committee that is elected from the rank and file, by the rank and file. They will be able to help write the contract that they work under in Bessemer, Alabama. They will be able to decide how they want things structured, what are the important issues to them, and the things that they like about the job. Maybe there are some things that they like about the job.
Now they can fight to keep it.
They can fight to keep it. Put it in writing so that it's not at the whim of Bezos. And so we're down there talking to them about this, trying to dissuade them of the anti-union propaganda that they have heard from Amazon, and tell them that no, this is just a formalization of saying that you are the people that do the work, so you are the people, you should have a say over how and when and where and for how much the work is done. RWDSU is not going to be coming in and dictating this or that or whatever. It's a voluntary organization that you will be a part of and that you will create and that you will be where the power comes from. And I know that that's the philosophy that Adam and them down there have, and I'm really excited to be able to spend the day with them, and it's going to be fun. We've got people from already. I'm speaking on Tuesday. Sent out the notice on Sunday, and already we have machinists. We have letter carriers, we have federal employees, and I believe that we have iron workers already going down. And all of these people, letter carriers, I guess you could say, have an interest in Amazon in organizing Amazon because there's a certain amount of competition there. But like iron workers, they built the facility down there in Bessemer, and they're building the facility here in Huntsville. The union iron workers are. That's, whether or not they're union, as far as how iron workers are paid is not really material. It's not material to me. I'm not getting a paycheck for going down there and talking to them, and I'm not going to get a paycheck if they win or if they lose. I'm doing this because, and these people are doing this, these iron workers, these letter carriers, these machinists are doing it because we have seen the value that a union can provide working people, and we, as Alabamians, all of us, I think, everybody that has said that they're going to come, I believe that everybody was born and raised in Alabama that's going to be going down there. We as Alabamians, as working people, see the value that it brings, and we love our people, and we want our people to be better and to do better and to have better. And we want our people to be able to keep more of the value that they create, as opposed to the value that we create here in Alabama being extracted from our people and given to elites in New York and California. We want the value that we create to stay in our communities instead of being extracted and given to billionaires across the country and across the world and on pedophile islands. And I don't think that's unreasonable, and I don't think that's un-Alabamian, and I don't even, frankly, think that it's a crazy, left-wing, insane thing to want, to say that, the work that's done in Alabama, Alabamians ought to benefit from it. And the same thing with the coal miners' strike. I'm not going to benefit. I don't get a paycheck whether they win the strike or not, but this coal is Alabama coal. I reckon Alabamians ought to benefit from it. Not New York hedge fund managers. That's not insane. But that's not something that you hear on the radio very often. It's not something that you hear from our politicians, from the people that are supposed to be protecting Alabamians. They're not standing up for Alabamians. They're standing up for the people in New York that are taking our natural resources and that are taking the value that we create and throwing it in a bank account so that they can see the line go up. So that's what I'm doing today.
Amen, brother. Amen. I wasn't even going to jump in there. You were on such a roll. But I want to say a sincere thank you to the North Alabama Labor Council and to you and your leadership on that, and to all of the people who are volunteering their time, their gas, their energy.
Their weekend.
All
day on Saturday. Once a month. All day on Saturday, once a month until the election is over was the resolution that the North Alabama Labor Council passed in December.
So I think that's just a fantastic display of solidarity, and I really hope that it makes a difference. And I hope that some great conversations come out of it, conversations that turn into relationships, and conversations that can resonate with people well beyond this particular election and particular workplace even.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen what happened with Starbucks. It started with 3 election filings in Buffalo, New York, and now
spread like wildfire.
There are more than 30, I think. More than 30. 500 some odd workers involved in union elections at Starbucks. It's fantastic. It's really, really great.
The attorneys of Maples, Tucker, and Jacobs are proud to represent working people in Alabama and across the Southeast. They have over 100 years of experience representing injured workers in workers' compensation, personal injury, and disability claims. Let their attorneys help you when you get injured on the job. You can find them at www.mtandj.com or 855-617-9333. Let Maples, Tucker, and Jacobs help you when you get injured on the job. Again, the website is www.mtandj.com or the phone number 855-617-9333. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services from other law firms.